There are an estimated 100,000 residents in Mecklenburg County who earn below the federal poverty line of around $16,000 per year. These are Charlotte's working poor. In too many cases, they live in substandard housing conditions or in one of our area homeless shelters. 60% of the population in these shelters is employed workers. They perform vital jobs in our community, but cannot make enough money to succeed on their own. Photographer Susan Sidebottom spent a year documenting some of our families in their transition from homelessness to affordable supportive housing through the efforts of the W.I.S.H program.
My eyes adjust as I enter the room. A woman with a baby in her arms and 3 other children are barely visible as they morph together on the small couch in the darkness. I'm afraid my camera will be inferior in capturing the scene that's unfolding before me. The darkness that's the reality of past bills unpaid, the feeling of roaches crawling freely about me on the walls, floor, furniture, and food they would eat for dinner later that evening, and the good intentions of others unopened in bags from Walmart and Target, all make me feel claustrophobic as I struggle with the desire to flee.
Low wages coupled with high urban housing costs and generational poverty are the 2 primary contributing factors that can cause a family to become homeless.
As I move a pillow to sit down, roaches scatter beneath me. I'm frozen, trying to make sense of how we are failing this family. They have more toys than they can ever open, yet they don't have a light to read and do their homework by, a clean sink with running water to brush their teeth, or a bed that will keep them from sleeping side by side with roaches. I'm overwhelmed by the enormity of the situation.
Taking the families from the homeless shelter to decent housing is only 25% of the issue. Other major barriers remain, such as childcare, transportation, and job advancement. W.I.S.H is a long-term relationship-oriented program with professional master's-level social workers and faith volunteer hope teams. Our program is also centered on personal responsibility. We empower our families to take a structured set of self-improvement steps as an incentive to receive key supportive services. They must maintain full-time employment, decrease excessive spending, and increase savings.
This has been my journey as well as that of the W.I.S.H families. Sharing in their transition from shelters to homes, I've experienced the positive impact of supportive services. I have transportation at my fingertips. I know how to balance my checkbook. I have a strong support system in place. These are all things I took for granted, until now. My eyes are opened and my heart overflows with care and appreciation for the struggle these families endure as they do their best for themselves and their community.
W.I.S.H rewards each self-improvement step with key supportive services like short-term rental subsidy, transportation assistance and matching car purchase plans, food cooperatives, free use computers, and match savings plans. By building long-term relationships and providing key supportive services and incentives, a family is much more likely to gain and maintain financial stability and stem the tide of generational poverty.
My perspective on the homeless population has completely changed. Anyone can be homeless. These families, at their core, are not that different from me. We all have a story that is uniquely ours, but we share in our desire to have a nice home, provide food for our family, give our children a birthday present, and have friendships that come without judgment. I am uplifted, hopeful for their future. I have to believe good things will happen for good people and their children.
Almost 3,000 identified homeless children were enrolled in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools at last count. This record number has increased 83% in the last 3 years. We recognize this journey is more of a marathon than a sprint. If you would like to join W.I.S.H in our mission to empower families through relationships and supportive services as they move from homelessness to self-sufficiency, please give a portion of your income to this important initiative and participate on a trained Hope team in a mutually dependent relationship with one of our families. Only a significant relationship can create significant change. Please contact us at www.W.I.S.H.Program.org.